check what the discipline of these guys is. All right, so you're going to be rolling your deception versus 2 purple die.
Okie doke.
And we're done playing for the night.
Damn. Wow.
Oh, okay.
I think they all just crapped their pants the second he mentioned Jethro.
Now do it again with 5 reds.
It's our bar for everything now.
Jethro the Hutt, you say?
Indeed.
So the stormtroopers, they all kind of look at each other. One of them kind of shifts just a little uncomfortably at the mention of this particular hut, it seems. The guy that's been talking thus far, the stormtrooper, he kind of lifts a hand almost as if straightening his collar as well. Well, we weren't expecting you so soon. You have your papers, though, yes?
Oh, I do have papers, yes. They are in the standard form that Jethro is known to require, and as Rail talks, he will just casually flash a few credits. Well, not a few, but,
We're rolling papers.
Don't spend it all in one place.
Credits.
Maybe my friend Alexander Hamilton will change your mind.
You know, you don't need to bribe us. We're expecting you. Just not this early.
Who said anything about a bribe, sir? This is a
You're holding
tip
money,
for
right
excellent
there.
service.
In your hand is money.
Well, you see, we're quite big on tipping for excellent service. And
Quite insulting, sir.
Oh, well, I apologize. I am not familiar with the local culture, but I assure you where I am from, this is a great compliment.
We have to work very hard to get this post, sir.
I understand, and I duly retract my offer. No offense was intended, sirs.
I mean, what was that, like 50 credits?
So, when Rail's in prison, I mean, I guess we should rescue him? He does kind of know a lot of incriminating things.
He does.
He would probably never give under torture.
Yeah, never.
They
would probably roll over
They
immediately.
wouldn't need to torture him. He'd be like, listen, let me tell you.
As soon as the dick hole comes out.
He would roll over faster than McGruff.
Oh.
Look, I mean, you're about a week early, and you don't have the papers that we need to file. Ugh.
I do apologize for the inconvenience. It does seem there may have been a miscommunication in scheduling. I can tell you that as far as I know, I am perfectly on time.
Huh.
Now, I apologize for not having my...
Just be quiet for a moment, sir. I
right.
need to check my sheets here. So the guard kind of like walks away and over to his little guard post that's, just inside the building. He's got a little desk that he normally sometimes gets to sit behind. And he's clearly going through some kind of cat. So, Jack, hi. Hi, Jack. Hey. Anyway, he's going through essentially a guest list. The expected visitors, a bunch of names kind of scroll by. And if Roland's really good at reading backwards through glass, he may see a few names there, but eventually the guy comes back out and he's holding a data pad. This is unusually early, but we do have to have the form. So just sign here.
Oh, certainly, sir. No problem. And Rail will sign with, I don't know, the name of Jithro's major domo, whoever the hell that is. He
Who
won't
is
use
that?
his name.
His name is Tull.
That would be
Dictator.
Just make it up. Just make it up.
Okay. Hold on.
No, pressure. Make it up.
Come on.
First name that comes to mind.
Caranthius Shroom.
That's the first name that came to mind.
Yeah, that was the first thing that came to your mind.
Hey, cut him some
small.
slack. Corinthians.
It was good.
That's an awesome Star Wars name. I'm just like
It really is.
I had to think Star Wars, and I figure the major domo, they're all that race that's the
Twi'lek?
creepy little
Twi'lek?
Yeah, no, not sure Twi'lek. I was thinking the little
creepy race.
Oh, like Salacious
Yeah.
Crumb.
Salacious Crumb
Yes,
wasn't
that.
his major domo. Salacious Crumb was just his little annoying monkey thing.
According
Bib
to
Fortuna was
legends,
his major domo.
Salacious
Yeah.
Crumb
Salacious
was
Crumb
a
was his
brilliant scholar.
Yeah.
All right, write that name into the chat for future reference. The roll 21. There you go.
Shrub.
What a name.
It's amazing.
It comes from a long line of shrubs.
No doubt. Just a long row of shrubs. Oh, okay. I'll just file this and we'll get your visitor's badge. We are going to need your handprint, of course.
Naturally.
Yep, just follow me inside and we'll get you all set up for your 30-minute visit.
All right.
Now
We'll just.
Oh no, please go ahead.
Oh no! I insist. You first.
Well, let's step inside first.
Oh,
And continue guarding.
Man,
Bray
Jedi
will
mind
just
tricks just
burn
seem
his
more and more useful,
handprints
don't they?
off with the lightsaber afterwards.
What? The door closes. The next sound is just a snap hiss, and then well, murdering the stormtrooper.
He just shows up with the holocron later.
They ain't taking my
Well,
handprint.
I found it.
We might want to get out of here, guys. I think I killed the younglings.
I've done a bad thing.
Love it.
We look
women
out the window.
and the children.
The whole city's on fire. What did you do?
All right. So once inside, the guy kind of gestures for. I was gonna say Roland. Gestures for Rayo coming close.
You're crossing the streams.
Indeed.
Not
Now,
that much of an asshole.
now you have brought the goods for the exchange. Yes.
Well, I was certainly not foolish enough to bring them on me in person, but yes, they are on this planet.
What? You can't be serious.
Jithro is no fool. They will be handled in due time, sir.
We've had
but
a
at
standing
manner of
agreement
archers.
with that hut for the last 18 cycles.
Yes, well, he has been known to be a bit curmudgeonly in his old age. I do apologize for that.
Oh,
However, I can... Don't worry, it will be handled in due time.
you know,
And yes,
the governor needs her shipment.
yes, and I will be sure to communicate the urgency of that to Jithro.
All right, look, here's how it's going to go down. You can't just leave. So walk around, ooh and ah, at the dumb statues, and then get out of here, get the box, and get back here tonight.
Absolutely. Don't worry, the box will be delivered tonight.
All right, now stay in the main area.
Very well.
All right, so this is Roland's chance to kind of scope it out a little
Come
bit.
on!
What?
Called him Roland
Oh,
again.
I said Roland, didn't I? Fuck.
Rayland.
Yeah, well, I was trying to go with my gag last week. The rail is actually his title as a HUD enforcer. So his real name
So his
is
name is
open
just
to
Cage?
interpretation.
That's actually his name.
Roland.
His first name is
No.
actually Johnny.
Open.
Oh, nice. Johnny Cage. I get it.
It's like people who name their kids president or doctor.
Those were $500 sunglasses, asshole.
Oh God, I love that moment so much. Still.
Paul W.S. Anderson's one good movie.
Yep.
What about Event Horizon? Come on.
That's like my favorite film.
It's okay.
Favorite film. All right, so Mike, you get to look around,
Okay.
and clearly, right in the middle here is the singing alien from
Mm-hmm. Fifth
Element.
Element.
and Fifth Element. Yeah,
Is she just frozen in carbonite?
would appear that way. All right, so you've got very little time, particularly since there are security cameras everywhere.
Right.
So what do you want to do in your time?
Okay, so Rail will proceed methodically through the floor as quickly as time permits, using his very practiced lawman's gaze and powers of deduction to surmise, the floor plan where the holocron is likely to be. Wait, it's in there. Okay.
This is the part where we find out he doesn't have perception trained.
No, it's actually my highest stat. So I'm just gonna use So I'm gonna roll perception to go ahead and see how well that goes and what I can pick out, and hopefully notice some things that may be of use to us as we do what we do, and hopefully find the fucking holocron.
Case the joint.
Yes.
All right, so in the main area, you're going to roll your perception looking for something out of the
ordinary,
or-
yes. Something we would want to investigate. Something that doesn't seem like it belongs, or that we will definitely want to focus on when we break in.
All right. So I'm going to have you roll your perception for me. It's going to be
All right.
2 purple dice. And there's going to be 1 setback die as well, because there are indeed security cameras everywhere. It's a little tricky for you to be exceptionally nosy.
Circumspect. Yeah. Okay, so what's the setback side of the black? That's the black die?
That's right.
Okay.
And if you get a fucking triumph here.
We believe in you, Mike.
Actually, can I turn that triumph into a boost die or something like that on this roll?
What?
No.
Okay.
I think
Then-
the triumph was you getting through.
I guess I'll just have to use a light side point instead,
Impossibly.
smug. No.
What was that, Jared?
We
I said
have
I think
8.
the triumph was just him getting through that impossible situation.
Yeah, I guess I didn't have to bribe anybody. Sure got a lot of successes, too. Okay, here we go.
Damn.
Can't I use 3 advantages to become
no, it's
No,
4.
it's 4. That's 4. Damn it.
That would that would do absolutely nothing for that roll.
Yeah, well, I would neutralize it.
I mean, you still wouldn't succeed though. It's the thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so Roland just kind of moseys around.
Just rub salt in the wound, why don't you?
Ah, fuck. Roll cage. Why do I keep thinking Roland? It's his dickery that he's doing, clearly.
Well, Roland did often go off on solo adventures.
And I guess I'm foreshadowing that Roll Cage is going to be burnt alive later.
Yes, Roland did go on solo adventures
I
mostly
have
because
the high ground.
mostly because you wouldn't be available when somebody else when the rest of the group was and they left you behind.
That's right. Anyway, I apologize. Roll Cage. The rolling his cage around. Meanders
Getting
around.
railroaded cage, more like it.
Indeed,
Aw.
indeed. He kind of walks around, doing the whole, ooh, yes, I really like the way this scorpion thing over here looks like a scorpion crossed with an octopus.
So much so that he jumps off the balcony.
Exactly. This is
running around
his
like an
idea of
MMO
being
player,
circus
just jumping off the balcony.
What he's actually doing is wandering around going, Magoo, you've done it again!
Let's see, though.
Because he's blind. Because
Yes,
he really
indeed.
failed that perception roll. I'm calling him Mr. Magoo.
Indeed.
If he'd rolled like despairs, then he might have actually gone more.
Oh man, that would be terrible.
So what happens is that there's nothing that really indicates, hey, the holocron's inside of this statue or anything like that. Now, what Roland does see as he is meandering around, seeing what's up. God, fuck off! God, you just set me up for failure at this point. Why are you?
I'm the one who actually rolled failure. Okay, don't talk to me about failure.
Oh God! All right, Cage. It must be the R sound. Okay. What Cage notices, beyond the fact that there do appear to be quite a number of artifacts in here that had to have originated from some kind of Jedi-affiliated temple at some point or another, potentially the one here on this planet. And there also appears to be some kind of wolf cub that has been dipped into carbonite, but anyway.
No legs. Weird.
Indeed. He kind of walks past this wall over here. And it appears to be a wall, except for the fact that there is a Hypermax 18,000 TX20 lock just kind of sitting on the wall. And he knows exactly what lock it is because he is a lawman. A little bizarre. A little out of place, but hey, who knows? Who knows what could be related to that? But
What'd you say it was called again, Smug? Hypermax?
Hypermax T18000 TX20. I think I just butchered half of that. But beyond that, yeah, it's a pretty good museum. Definitely the kind of place he would not want to spend a lot of time in all likelihood.
Right. All these things belong in
Indeed.
museums. So they're in a museum, and that's good.
But what you do notice as well is that that's a big rock right there.
Awfully big rock. Awfully big. Is it holocron shaped?
You might think that it is, but
Is it a box?
it's like a no. It's definitely an interesting bit of crystal.
Just a
Okay.
massive crate dragon pearl sitting there.
How are you gonna get that out?
Well, you just have to bring some carving tools. I
I'm
know
just
where we
gonna-
can get some of those.
You're just gonna attack it with a lightsaber. Alright, but that's about it.
Okay, so once Rail finishes his so-called inspection, then he will proceed by the stormtrooper and thank him for his time and his accommodation, and insist that the delivery will be made on schedule.
See that it does. The governor is in heavy need of those items.
Oh, of course, of course.
Don't make me tell you again.
All right, now I need you to sign out.
Oh, very well.
And what name is he signing?
Caranthea Shrub.
He signs it Roland Dulé.
That's what I should have done.
Just use that as your fake name. My name is Oresta Crab Crusher. All right, so with that, I mean, in your wanderings, you kind of get an idea on what probably half of the museum looks like. None of the back rooms over there. But you do get a pretty good sense of what the main layout is like. There's actually quite a number more exhibits available than what we're seeing there on the floor. There's only so much they can draw.
Right.
All right. So that's the end of your side adventure.
Aw.
Good job.
You did a thing that might help.
I did do a thing, yeah.
All right, so we'll head back over to the final part of this rather lengthy montage. So we've got a couple of guys that are going to take another guy out for a night on the town.
Well, when you put it like that,
And then pump him for information.
it's just getting worse now.
Yeah, that sounds like the main thrust of the scene.
It's about
Definitely.
to get deep.
Yeah,
Well, you're on your own, Wyatt.
really going to plumb him. Oh, that one didn't work. You're here to inspect the ducks. Let's put it that way.
Ducks?
Quack, quack.
Clearly, we
Okay.
take him to a place to eat duck at.
I mean, if you want to. Now, he did say that he'd be
The plum
around
summons.
after dark. So I'm going to assume that you guys are going to meet him kind of where he said he'd be.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. So at this point, he's just
So
kind of
Wyatt,
standing there.
we're going to go meet a stormtrooper at night.
Yeah,
A stormtrooper.
the stormtrooper that owes me 2,000 credits.
Oh man.
Look,
right.
if you wanna skip out, that's fine. I'll deal with this myself.
No, somebody has to keep you out of trouble.
Me?
And if
In
anybody
trouble?
around here is good at not getting in trouble, it's me.
That Wyatt actually laughs at that. Well, I suppose you're better at it than me.
Well, that's not hard. That's a really low bar to set.
Isn't it, though? Now, let's get a wiggle on.
Okay.
Alright, so we meet Guy, and we go have drinks. Because we want to get him kind of drunk before we start asking anything at all.
Right. So he's just kind of hanging out near his post. And he's really in favor of going for a gamble.
Sure, we can do that too. As long as there's alcohol.
Without a doubt. So whereabouts are you taking him on this little map here?
I don't know. There's a place with chairs right in the middle here. I don't know. Just wherever there's a bar. I'll ask him for a recommendation since he's the local.
Trying to remember what voice I used for this guy.
Just make it up again.
Guess so. Oh,
Funny.
so you wanna get a couple drinks in before we go play Pazak?
Yeah, man.
Man, who's your friend?
Oh, this here's my buddy. What's your name again?
Arresta.
Aresta. And we're here to just enjoy ourselves. Hopefully you're going to be doing the same.
Arrested. It's like arrested.
Funny how that works out, isn't it?
Yeah, it's weird.
Oh my god. I gotta be honest, Wyatt. I already started.
Gambling or drinking?
God, you cracked me up, man. Anyway, I know a place. It's just over here. Let's all go. Let's all go.
Yeah.
That's how we end up at Heavy Gann's bar.
If
Well,
he
this
can't
is
behind the
awkward.
bar staring at us.
He's frowning, shaking his head.
All right, so where he takes you to is definitely a little hole in the wall. The central bazaar is quite large, so it's kind of a few twists and turns, like 3 of them, and then it's just kind of a small little place. It's essentially just a bar, 5 stools, and apparently that's the bartender, one of those weird flappy face aliens whose names I always
Solston?
forget. Which one?
Soliston.
Soliston?
He's the Celestin, yeah.
Celestin.
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 I put the wrong emphasis. I had the spelling right, though.
Don't ask me to pronounce something.
Celestin.
Celestin.
Like Nyan Yum.
What?
Nyan
Did you tell
Yum.
me?
That didn't make any sense.
What did you
Lando's
just say to me?
co-pilot.
Like, Nyan Nyan?
Nyan
Nyan
Yum,
Yum.
Lando's co-pilot,
Yeah, Lando's go.
Nyan.
who also showed up in The Force Awakens.
Yes, he did.
Didn't he explode?
No?
No.
Must have been a dream of mine.
You dreamed of Nyan Yum exploding.
Yeah.
You don't?
You're getting too deep into this mission.
All right, so your guy Incognito kind of takes a seat at a stool, like he's well acquainted with this particular premises. He just kind of lifts a hand, flagging down the bartender, who kind of nods and goes about making him what must be his usual.
I really hope that he's still in Stormtrooper outfit,
Yes.
including the helmet.
Yes, he has not taken his helmet off yet.
It's got a little straw hole.
Emergency induction port.
Precisely.
Right.
Well, I'll order what he's having, and of course, we're going to try to either nurse and or pretend to get drunker than we are, because we kind of want to be more lucid than him.
I don't think
You
that's too
attempt
hard.
to nurse, and someone
true.
comes up to try and shame you.
Right.
My children don't need to see that.
Put it
Aw.
away. Right in front of the Victoria's Secret building.
Classic.
Indeed. Okay, so your long game here is to not drink that much while appearing to.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's easy enough to do.
Is it a sleight of hand? Or is it just not drinking as much as it looks like you're
Yeah.
drinking?
Take the
I
occasional
mean,
sip.
Unless either of you are alcoholics and we need to roll some kind of willpower stat to not
Wyatt
drink.
might be.
Wyatt kind of is.
Yeah, he is a little bit. of a drunk.
Wyatt?
Well,
Sure,
Mr.
I'll make
Drunky.
that. I'll make that roll. Sure,
All right.
Will he make it though?
that's the question. So would it be discipline? I guess.
Yeah, sounds about right. Your discipline versus how strong of an alcoholic is Wyatt? Would you say?
Probably
Not,
lift
not a lot.
a bus.
My
He's really
God,
strong.
that bus is falling over a barrel of beer. With his inhuman strength, Wyatt lifts the bus.
I mean, he's kind of a mild alcoholic, and it's mostly tied to his feeling of emptiness when he's practicing medicine. So, in a normal circumstance, it's not that much of a temptation.
Sorry, I had to do my whistle for
Was-
people.
Was Wyatt going to be a doctor and then his future crashed down around him?
His parents wanted him to be, yeah, and then he kind of got involved in the wrong crowd.
He sure did.
Kind of
Digging holes.
spiraled out of control. Yeah, exactly.
Yep, he rebelled and opted to be a coal miner instead. All right, so let's go ahead. We'll make it just an average check for it. It's going to be 2 purple.
All right,
Should
dead
be
heat.
easy for a disciplined man.
He's not disciplined because I had no
Discipline,
ranks in it.
that's the word we'd use to describe Wyatt.
All right, discipline, 2 purple. All right, I did that pretty good then.
Now, when his
Yes.
gambling addiction rears its ugly head,
That will be just not even a roll. It's just going to fail.
Wyatt bet the ship on the first hand.
Aw.
Okay, so what transpires is kind of just a little bit of a montage. Some time passes, drinks start flowing. Wyatt feels the itch, but he does manage to get by with just having a couple, maybe a shot or two, but nowhere near enough to succumb to his demons.
He's loose but not drunk.
Well, we don't have roll cage here to confirm.
Sadly.
And I guess in the meantime, Lan is Lan drinking at all?
Very slightly.
All right,
He
so
really
Bav,
doesn't want to. I mean, first of all, they're sitting with a stormtrooper, so he doesn't really want to put himself in a more vulnerable situation. Because, stormtrooper.
makes sense. It makes sense. So they do pretty well. The first hour goes by, and for the most part, Guy Incognito seems happy to just talk about the past with Wyatt. So Lan is probably like feeling like a bit of a third wheel for a while there.
It's
Time's
amazing
back
because
on.
Sitting
Wyatt
there
still
so
doesn't have any
bored.
idea. Still has no idea who this
Who
guy
this
is,
guy
but he
is.
just lies.
Starts talking
Remember
about
that time you and my sister went, yeah.
girl Incognito. You know she had a baby.
Was that exactly 9 months?
I don't know. It might have been. I kind of shipped out after that, man. She got big. It must have been triplets or something.
Damn.
He's just dropping stuff.
It's getting way too personal.
He's clinking the glass against his helmet, forgetting about the induction port.
Oh, this helmet. Oh, I should probably take it off, but
You should absolutely take it off.
I don't know. I feel like people just don't respect me when I don't have the helmet on.
Now Wyatt has to play
Oh.
like personal
Therapist.
psychiatrist. Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go into the second hour.
Your pathos. Where did this come from?
All right, so we're gonna go into the second hour of drinking. If Wyatt wants to roll again for us,
For resilience, or I'm sorry, for
that's right.
discipline. Okay.
That's right.
You just want to see me fail, Smug.
I hope
Yeah,
someone
he's hungry
fails
for it.
tonight.
Someone did.
Someone did fail.
There have been fails.
Yeah.
I guess some kind of Orlesian
More like
guy
fail
might have.
cage.
Oh.
Nah, he did a really
Hey,
good one before that,
he did
actually.
Yeah.
good. He did good.
If,
Can't believe
ironically, he
fucking
failed on
talked
his
his
better
way.
roll.
Yeah, he used all of his dice up on that first roll just getting in because I was gonna
Sure
find
did.
so many ways to cock block. No papers. You don't look the part. We've got a photo ID. You're not a 4 foot tall Yoda species. There were so many ways. Alas. All right, so the second hour goes by, and at this point, the trooper still has his helmet on, but he's kind of teetering. Oh god! Oh, this nostalgia, man. I think I've had to. Nah, I'm good.
No, we haven't even gotten to the tables yet, buddy.
I know they're just around the corner. Oh god! I pulled some money out on my lunch break. I mean, it's. I was gonna send it back home, maybe help, but I feel like tonight's the night, man. I knew as soon as I saw Wyatt Guthrie walking on by my station that tonight was the fracking night.
Well, why don't we talk about the recent times? Where you been working recently?
Oh, man. Work.
Where has he been working? And it's like Stormtrooper.
I meant like actual, like if he's been posted at the museum, of course. But trying to edge into that.
Man, that's an oddly specific location.
I didn't say that, I see.
Wyatt just really likes museums.
I mean, I got the sweet spot, man. Just down the road. 2 turns and I'm here. This is my place.
So you always up at that checkpoint?
I mean, I've been trying to get the good spot by the museum. God,
Oh, yeah?
the museum. Yeah, man. We all want that sweet, sweet museum gig. That's when Wyatt, that's when you know you've made it.
What's so sweet about the museum?
Oh my God, they got it so easy there, man. They stand around, they boss people around. It's the life. It's the stormtrooper life.
That sounds alright, boring job to me. Really?
Nah, I mean they do all this stuff that goes on there. It's great, and as a pay rise, you could become a palace guard.
A palace guard? No crap, huh?
Oh, it's a promotion.
So surely you know a lot about it. You've been doing your research course, huh?
Oh, it's what we all talk about when we're not drinking or playing sabacc. Ah, man, we should get to the game. Like half the divisions over there.
Wyatt starts sweating. Shit, I want to do some
Oh shit, wrong button. Spoiler alert. Like half the battalion, man. It's so wild. We don't got much else to do beyond, visiting the houses.
The houses?
You know what I'm talking about. We used to hit those back in the day, man.
I'm generally confused on the in an out of character way.
The brothels.
He means prostitution.
Yeah, see, that guy, Arrested, knows a thing or two about whorehouses.
Wyatt taps his chin and goes, well, I haven't had much occasion to go to a person I had to pay for it.
Oh, you smooth operator.
Well,
I mean, you wanna help me out? Be my wingman tonight?
I think that would be a great idea.
Wyatt looks at Lan.
Oh man, the 3 of us. Maybe we don't gotta hit the Pizarre tables. They're so juicy. They're so juicy.
Well, you got that money in hand, right? That could go to a fine lady friend's pocket.
Oh, I'm married. You know that, man.
And where is she?
She's back. She's back, man. She's back at Nashida.
My point exactly.
Wow.
Oh, my character.
It's like I can't decide if he's corrupting the stormtrooper or not. I'm not sure how to react to any of this.
We're gonna make Nashida great again.
Oh dear.